Ah, Boreas, sweet Boreas. How I have missed you for the, few hours we've been gone.
Yeah, it wasn't at all.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're about to not to be able to see it very often with us going to full-blown war mode.
Yeah, true.
So, enjoy it while it lasts. Give it time. The Empire's probably trying to... actually, I don't even think the Empire really cares if people like them or not, really.
Curious.
Not anymore.
I do not believe this XR85 was intact the last time I was here.
Oh, we're putting it back together.
Oh.
We've
Wasn't
only put
sure
the
if
turret
we-
back on top. It's not functional.
Okay,
Oh.
nice.
Let's find some place to talk.
Alright.
I mean, the obvious
Legally.
place is I think like every meeting's been happening at Saber is Tekknix's room. Freaking bought a table from Polis.
Okay, let's
Yo,
go there.
you're
then.
right. This place does feel pretty homey. Homey.
Wait a minute, what the heck? How are you outrunning me?
When outside of combat, I put all my power into my servos to increase speed.
Huh.
Would it
Okay,
kill
large
them to
frame.
install an
I
Your
elevator.
droid
Fast.
shipment has been sent.
Huh?
What? Extra shipment?
What did she say?
The
Sound.
astromechs.
What is happening?
Your droid salvage.
Don't know.
I hear him like gunfire. What is
They're
that?
shooting the door for some reason.
Okay.
Alright, everyone in.
I think it's just
Jesus
target practice.
Christ,
I wouldn't worry
Mission
about it.
R&D.
Nice ass
The thing
table.
I will always enjoy about this base is how roomed
Nick,
ceilings
why,
are.
why? Genuine question. Why aren't you with the rest of them? Aren't they supposed to have a meeting that you're supposed to be involved with?
Yeah, why'd you go to your office? Get
Oh,
over
the-
here.
Oh, there's a meeting? Oh, okay.
Have
Oh,
you
yeah,
not been
you wanted
listening
to-
for
you
the
wanted to
past
go
5
over that,
minutes?
You want to go over
I
the
don't tend to
information you
listen
discovered
now.
during the prison raid.
Why are we in Tonicus's office for the meeting?
I don't
Meeting
know, He's got a
table.
meeting table.
I don't think these
Did we
chairs are
ask his
functional.
permission for this?
Pull them back a little. I think they're a little too close to the table.
I don't suppose we asked him if it's okay. We held a meeting in his room, did we?
No.
Well, Saber outranks him, so, get, destroyed.
I guess just try not to leave trash anywhere. And then he won't notice.
There.
I'm right here.
Hold on, I have to wonder, would Tekknix get like baller chairs like these? Or would he have like normal chairs?
You would get the most comfortable chairs imaginable.
Money. Alright, sit down if you want to sit down. If not, we droid guys can just, stand. Also, I just noticed, why is there just like a giant red chair at the end of a table? Is that his chair?
Probably.
Of course,
Uh-huh.
that's a very Quinn of him.
Alpha, why don't you take a seat?
I don't know if the seats would
I do not
support
believe
him.
that would be possible.
You know what? Give him the big seat, Nick. Give him the big seat.
No. Oh.
That will just destroy the furniture.
So I'm transmitting this. Got people in high command looking for information, and then we have old crew looking at this. You got a few eyes on you, so make sure you aren't fooling around.
So be on your best behavior. Noted.
Alright.
Alright, let's begin.
Alright, so... I know at least reporter guy was there. Who else was there?
Everyone in here?
Oh. Hello.
Welcome.
Oh my god, it's
Welcome.
B1.
We've got a little meeting. If you'd like, take a seat.
Roger, roger.
Alright. So for the ones who were there, I guess we could start this off. Explain the details of the mission and then go on to state what you learned. If not, we can have one of us read off of the report.
I think most people who are there are not actually in this meeting.
Correct. You'll have to read from the report.
Alright. Who wants to read it off, then? If you need, I can, but I'll need to brush up on the details.
Was I there? I genuinely don't
No.
remember. Okay, good, because I was gonna say I don't remember there being a prison, so I hope I wasn't there.
Alright. I suppose I'll start this off. So, we got word that, from a prisoner that we were working with, that there was important information regarding the Subjugator droid units that the Empire has been using. And of its, the originals that they've based it upon's Creator. And last we knew, that Creator was on a prison colony. And the New Republic happened to have good information on that prison colony, as one of its members had actually been captured there before. So, we made a joint op to attack the prison and free any prisoners as a cover for what we were really looking for. Now then, according to the information that we actually received regarding the droid and its owner, the owner's name was a Goris Manath. Apparently worked for one Crimson Company. I don't know if anyone knows what that is. It seems to be some old merc group that got eaten by the Imperials.
Yes. They were a mercenary group who worked primarily near the CSA space.
Alright. And according to information on this, the owner, Goris, was taken to an interrogation room along with its droid. We can probably pull up the footage on that TV there if we need to, but, actually, not really much needs to be shown, really, because the droid just kind of looks like a yellow, rusty version of the Subjugators.
This is the image the droid in question.
Oh.
Yes. And for whatever reason, according to the interrogation footage, The Empire was very curious about this droid and wanted it by any means. To the point where they ended up, torturing the creator for information until he relinquished ownership of the droid to the Empire. But something interesting, it didn't exactly fully agree until, Piers Victor himself showed up and convinced it. So, clearly Victor is still a big player for the enemy. But nonetheless, that appears to be the end of the log. We don't really have much data on this droid other than where its creator came from, being Crimson Company.
I do. I mentioned before they looked like a model, well, two models, from an ancient world of Iocath, which I have mentioned in the past.
Interesting.
And from those interrogation logs, the droid confirmed itself to be one of those two models, the Purifier model.
Yes, oddly enough, it appears that during the interrogation, the Gorus had attempted to pull one over on the Imperials by stating codes for K7 to acknowledge. Or apologies, the droid's name, I've actually entirely glossed over that. Its designation is apparently K7G4D. But nonetheless, there appears to be built-in command codes into it. And from, I believe Dram went down there to investigate this himself, but it appears the Subjugator drones have these built in as well. So it's possible this is something we can take advantage of with these droids.
Yes, it appears to be voice-locked to Gorus's voice print, but luckily for you, I am an HK. I can synthesize a voice replication program.
We'll have to try to reactivate one and see what all we can do with it, because
Yes.
all we know of is of a code 0 and a code 1.
Who knows how many more there are.
We're unsure what code 0 does, but it immediately got extremely hostile when the recording was played of it. And code 1 appears to have the droid go into what I assume is a lockdown state. Other than that, we don't know how much there is or what. Any questions, comments?
I've got some. Obviously, we're going to need a voice synthesized. Saber, how much do you need of a subject to do that with?
I mean, we have the recording. We could just
Not
give it
very
to him
much,
so we can
but
base it.
the more the better. We could
Let's say we
attempt...
start searching for this Crimson Company.
Yes, exactly. We could attempt to find them, see if they have any other recordings of Gorus.
At best, maybe we can get some comm logs. We need to,
Yes.
get his personality down so the droid believes it.
Well, we have Javik,
Though,
and he might know the
So-
location.
one last thing I did actually just see, according to this report, their constant attempts of investigating one of the subjugator droids caused what is presumed to be the original unit to infiltrate their comms and insult them. And after that, it appears to, well, they attempted to use the command codes on the original, but it appears that only angered it significantly, and it sent drop pod after drop pod of subjugators at them.
Something of note, though, when the code was first said in Goris's voice, it seemed taken aback for a moment.
So, I mean, it might not know its owner's dead.
Well, no, according to the footage, Victor ordered it to execute its owner to show loyalty.
Yeah, but I mean, it was so surprised. Maybe it doesn't remember.
It could have been traumatic
Unsure.
if the droid has developed a higher level of personality than we thought.
But nonetheless, this is an incredible threat that we need to prioritize. If we could find some way to take it down, even I don't know how this original unit would work, if it's commanding the others or what, but if we could take it down, we could possibly cripple a good chunk of the Imperial military right now.
We do need to
I agree.
consider
Do we-
the possibility that they're trying to find these safety codes and eliminating them. So we should capture a fresher unit and test that.
Yeah.
Do we even know where the original droid is?
No.
No, we do not.
Uh-uh.
According to we couldn't really get a good read from the broadcast, but it was clearly somewhere, obviously, but far away from the
I'm
prison.
gonna say this, hold on. That droid model has been spotted multiple times on the planet Aborius watching us from a distance.
Wait,
Yes, I've heard of that.
Remember?
do you think it can take control of its own units?
Possibly.
If it is
So
the
it's been
base
watching
control
us?
model, that very likely.
I'm not even sure.
I
how to
got no
properly
clue how
feel
these
about
droids
this,
work.
but
They like killing things. So maybe the droid likes to be on the front lines to kill things with its copies.
Yes, I do have additional context on the original models. I know the Purifier, I believe, was designed to be a security droid on the planet Iokath. The other model, I forget the exact name, but it was designed as a gardener. But all were repurposed to kill all organics when they destroyed their creators.
So let me get this straight. These Iocathians, we'll call them, took their droids and decided to try to kill each other, but then they did that too well and died out.
That seems spot on from what little I know about them. They were extinct before I was created.
My only question is why on Earth is one of their droids working with organics?
I'm unsure.
Good question.
Opportunity, maybe. The best opportunity to kill as many organics as possible. Have to make some sacrifices and work with some.
According to the interrogation log, it made a point of this, that it does not like the organics of the military. Perhaps it only surrounds itself with droids, then?
I mean, you wouldn't be wrong. I mean, look at the HK factory.
Yes, it was 90% droid.
Yes. I guess it helps the Empire is employing mostly droids for their military now.
At least Star Trooper production hasn't really restarted.
Yes.
Maybe it has. Those things are going to be a nuisance. They already are. My only concern is I believe these droids are going to probably, like... Saber, are there any variants of these droids that we haven't seen yet? Say, like, this one has a flamethrower as its main weapon.
The
Don't they
other
have flamethrowers in
variant...
their wrist?
It's possible.
What I've seen in combat, they do.
What I'm worried about is if we don't destroy this unit fast enough, there might be a Mark II that exists.
That is a worrying thought. Saber, cross references with what you know. You said it was a purifier. Does it?
Yes.
How does it differ, if any, at all? Is that what it originally looked like? Could it perhaps upgrade itself? Would it, at worst, would it have
The model we are
blueprints to
seeing,
upgrade
the
itself?
purifiers that I know of had more armor than this
Right.
K7 did.
So then, if it has the blueprints, theoretically it could upgrade itself and its entire army.
Yes, and with modern materials, it would be much, much stronger than the old models.
Yes.
Dram, we need your input. You're the droid tech here. Have you been listening?
Yes.
Do you think there's a real possibility of a Mark II or Mark III?
Highly likely. The B2 is based off of the B1 and its base design. So
And
an
the
upgrade
B2
to
was
this-
designed... The B2 was designed as from a learned experience in the B1, if I'm right.
Yes.
Yes.
And they went further with the B3.
B3 is a weird thing, because I don't think they ever could... That thing was never really good.
Yes,
It wasn't really mass-produced, we'll
but
say.
it could have been.
And that's the problem. So it's very likely if we don't take this thing out fast enough,
Yes,
it
and
might notice that.
if
and
K7 attempts
prepare.
to look for its home, we may be doomed. Let's just hope
Why?
Iokath is gone. Because this K7 was just the baseline cannon fodder of Iokath's droids. And they had far more powerful
So there
droids
are
than what
even
the Empire is
better?
producing.
How powerful would you say these purifier droids are compared to your normal foot soldier?
Well, I can compare them to the current Subjugator, and they were stronger. Much stronger. But they were still
Oh,
cannon
boy.
fodder.
Compare them to your basic stormtrooper. Would they be able to curb stomp them?
I imagine so.
Noted.
Oh boy. Alright, so here's the question. I remember there's some blogs here about Iokath. It's somewhere in the unknown regions, right?
It was.
What do you mean? Has its orbit changed?
How so? What do you mean?
I don't know. The planet was artificial.
Huh?
Right.
I'm not aware if it was capable of moving. It might not have been.
Is this like those, Zakul guys?
The Eternal Empire's technology was based on recovered Iokath technology, yes.
Here's the thing, Saber. We know where Zakul is.
Yes.
I don't think anyone's
So-
ever realized that. They had our base, meaning they know the location of Zakul. We should send a
Yes,
team over there.
theoretically,
Yes, we
if
should.
they know where Zakul is, Iokath would likely be close. If it's still where it originally was.
Zakul, well, from what our previous teams went, there's not that much left there.
Yeah, looking at the reports here, the planet's basically a graveyard of just scrap everywhere, dozens of feet tall.
Well, from all the wars that happened back then, I'm not too surprised.
What do you know about the Zakul people?
They sound pretty cool.
Their ruler was
Shut
the
up.
Emperor of the Sith under a different name. And
Oh, okay.
their technology, well, they were able to simultaneously defeat both the Republic and the Sith Empire at once.
Impressive.
But that was
Is there-
primarily their fleet, which was an automated fleet controlled by droids, and they worked incredibly well together, but the fleet has since been destroyed. I have confirmed that.
What about its ground units? We've seen artifacts, and there's writings and drawings here of like how every single one of their foot soldiers carried one of those goddamn pikes.
Well, no, those were the specialized units. Knights.
Knights.
Oh, okay.
They were essentially the police force and elite military units. They did have basic foot soldiers.
So here's a thing I want to ask about, because I have people breathing about my neck about it. The Honor Guard, as you know, wore that outfit. It was very
Yes.
good. Restored, it was sturdy. Do you think there could be hundreds of them we could possibly salvage on Zakul?
Yes, actually.
I think we have an upgrade to our foot soldiers. And maybe we could start upgrading. If these subjugators
Yes.
get a Mark II that can curb stomp stormtroopers, we need something better. I assume everyone here is in agreement about that, right?
Yes.
Yes, if there's risk that our
yes.
enemy can upgrade their units even further, then
Maybe
need
we
to do
could
that
possibly,
first.
if we do find those armor, we could also possibly find more of the Skytrooper variants and start producing those. Though our basic Skytrooper is already more powerful than Zakul's.
I'm pretty sure ours are the cool ones.
Well, they hold up far longer in battle than the ones I remember.
Okay. You need to give us a full readout of the cool tech. Because,
Yes.
honestly, I'd be willing to vouch on everyone's behalf here that, like, we gotta do something about this and get some more
Yes. And
fancy tech.
if we can find a true Zakulan siege Skytrooper, then that would be a great boon, though I'm not sure if any exist anymore. Because those were far
How
larger.
good were they?
I believe I've only seen very few, but the few I've seen were about as big as a ATST.
What?
You know, we have found Skytroopers
Hi.
chassis. You've probably seen them around in our storage bays of varying sizes. Like, we've had some Skytroopers that are bigger than our siege variants. I'm almost positive we have at least a part of, like, one of the ATSG-sized ones. But we just never did anything with it. But I doubt we have a full thing.
Yes. They were very rare, from what I know.
So, another big question here is, since we have a foothold in the unknown regions again, we can also lock it off. We also have, what was that planet? The one with a bunch of the ancient Old Republic down vessels?
Oh,
The one with the weird tech?
I believe it's called Lehon these days.
Yes, Lehon. We have that planet and it's like weird tech there.
Ah,
But there's a Rakghoul plague on the planet.
unfortunate, but
Yeah.
I believe that is Infinite Empire tech. Which
I have no idea what that is.
I believe
no, I have,
that's
like-
yeah, that's older than Zakul, and I haven't been able to compare, but possibly stronger.
We have yet to find a piece of equipment. We found this weird thing. It was a sphere that had these two legs and a bunch of laser emitters on it. It was broken beyond belief and rusted. but it's in our storage base, I believe, on Camino. If you ever want to look at it.
I might.
We could never get it working. We don't even know what the alloys are made out of. From what bosses told us and stuff, that's from like a mythical magic creation. Right?
No.
Did he have a name for this creation?
It was like a big super fancy space station. It harvested things from a planet. I'm looking at the report. It used a planet's resources by sucking them up and making war machines and fleets.
Could be the Starforge. There were two things that did essentially that, though I believe sucking up resources was the Starforge.
I mean, if we think about it, aren't World Devastators just Starforges then?
They might have been inspired by the concept.
That makes
The
sense.
Dark Empire loves to draw on ancient Sith history.
If he has data...
This was one of Palpatine's many primary...
Yes, if he has data from the Sith Empire, then they did own a related station at one point, and they would have data on the Starforge as well.
Palpatine also had access to the Telos holocron, meaning he once held the full history of the Sith, and still does.
This is for Saber only. Please review this readout and see if it's feasible. Please give your feedback.
Yes, that seems very possible.
Do you think it's safe to do?
Is it worth the resource investment?
We're not talking to you.
Oh, okay. Okay, right.
Safe? Well, I don't know if you can ever be truly safe doing that. If we take enough precaution, yes.
We'll likely need your consultation about this.
I'll gather any relevant data.
And I also have something to say, Saber. If I have your backing, I want to do something amazing.
Yes?
I want to salvage and repair Zakul. You just need to convince these people that the millions of credits that would cost to even start working on it is justifiable.
They have great technology.
What about the rest of you? Do you think you would +1 a request to salvage the planet of Zakul and start restoring it? Doing deep salvage work?
This
Sure.
could be an interesting...
I'll vote for
Yeah, it
it.
might be interesting. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Alright, there might be a vote later on. I will need your assistance. Thank you.
If we can find their city, then... well, that should be where most of their technology is. Probably buried by now.
Yeah, but Kinesworthy over there is insisting that, like, we'll be spending decades of our lives salvaging it.
If we find the city, it might take that long.
Like I've said, Saber, Zakul is just a scrapyard. The planet was apparently bombed to the ground or destroyed in war. There's irradiated craters, there's massive pits. Most areas are just covered in debris of like 1,000-year-old rusted metal. But I feel like we've strayed this meeting. This is all consultation for you. Let's go back to like involving everyone with this instead of being a one-on-one with everyone here.
Yes.
Do we know any way of finding where Crimson Company is? Anyone here know anything?
We have the prisoner.
That's true. I mean, if we could convince him, I'm sure there's very easy ways to convince him to give us the location.
I'll call on an interrogator then. Just like 10 minutes and we'll get you a result.
Didn't we already try to get the location of Crimson Company from him?
I don't think so. I think we only really
I
asked
recall,
about
I believe
what he
It
could
wasn't
offer.
important at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, we mostly asked him about the Imperial military and any info on that he could give us.
Yes, and then he told us about the droid, and where its creator was.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's pivot this meeting to involve more people. Any questions you have for Command or what's going on forward? Any of you?
None for me.
Yeah.
Nothing here.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
What direct role are we gonna be playing in this, if any?
We've already said you're elite shock troopers. You go in where places where manpower will be rapidly diminished.
No, I meant with the recovery of the,
None.
Okay.
And none, you will not be going to Zakul.
Alright.
I may at some point.
Yeah, if we
Yeah,
find
that-
something, we might call upon you, or if we awaken ancient evils.
I might visit anyway if
That-
I have the time.
That's a thing.
No, probably after the war. That's when I'll go sightseeing.
Yeah.
We're going to be continuing our offense against Valen. When you're called upon, you will be called upon. That's the way we see it. Expect more aerial combat, though. Valen is very
Alright,
dependent on his fleet strength to block his planets from invasion.
Maybe I should look into
Telos
getting
was not
Starfighter
Valen's
then.
planet. Telos was a Dark Empire-owned planet. We have been told about some new TIE droid variants that have been seen. New Republic has informed us. You remember the experimentals, yes?
Were those the ones we faced? Those were droids?
Yes. The ones, you can tell they're TIE droids because they're usually dark blue. For some reason, they have an identification mark, which is the red cockpit, and then the dark blue chassis.